Shalom Yasharala, all praises and glory goes to Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai Ba'Hashem, Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and elders who teach and rule well. Salutations unto the elect men that is continually feeding the sheep of Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai in sincerity and truth with his great gospel coming out of our Bible, the Holy Scriptures, man. And we're in the times where Esau Edom, man, he trying to make friends with the so-called black man. He trying to what it say in the scriptures? Let's get this verse. They shall seek what? To please the poor. Read the book of Job 20 verse 10. Reads, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. Right? It says his children shall seek to please the poor. Right? You got these Edomites right now, man. They feel bad in their hearts, right, for what they have done. That's why they changing the history in school. They're no longer dealing with history. It's a critical race theory thing, right? Where they telling motherfucking slaves that they came here looking for work, right? They trying to teach the people, the ex-slaves, you Israelites, that you came here for a better life. Captivity was a better life than you leaving the land where you had your people around you, you had your customs, you had your own things. Even though that wasn't our land, because we were taken from the west coast of Africa. We're not Africans, right? We are the Israelites. We fled from Israel in 90 AD, 70 AD, right? Through Roman persecution, right? The Romans surrounded us, and what happened? A lot of Israelites fled before that happened, but the ones who remained, they got destroyed. Cannibalism, all type of horrendous things, right? So I'm going to read Job 20 and 10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. Now we're in the times where so much information is coming out. We're finding out that the Messiah is black, the angels, right? The men of the Bible, reincarnated. We're finding out some of us are the men of the scriptures, the ex-prophets, right? We don't know who we are, but we're doing the work of the Lord. The Lord said, at the end, you shall return back into your lot. What is that? We're back prophesying and preaching, right? Preaching the downfall of this society, this present wicked kingdom that is ran by who? Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the European race. And they don't like this. So right now they're trying to find a way to, hey, how can we calm these blacks down? They're trying to find a way to calm these blacks down because they see Jake on 10, Jake tearing shit up in his kingdom. Right, Jake waking up to his nationality. Right, Esau was trying to trick Jake with we're gonna give you reparations. Right, reparations talking about how can you repair death, slaughter, murder, thievery with what money? With what money? Federal Reserve notes. It's not gonna work. It says what black and white America must do now. Right, a prescription to move beyond race. You can't move beyond race. The Lord created races, man. And he chose us to be the superior race above all people. 1 Peter 2 and 9, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praise of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Yeah, the Lord woke us up out of darkness, out of this world, out of this society, right? This wicked, filthy society. I'm going to read again, but ye are a chosen generation. Who? The Israelites. It's talking about the Israelites. And who's that chosen generation? The elect out of this group of people that's living today, right? Ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praise of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Right? The Lord called us out of this darkness, which is this man's world, this devil's world, this white man's world. Right, in this white man's world, you was in darkness, right? You thought you was an African American. You thought you was a Christian African American. You thought you was a Christian Hispanic, right? You thought you was a Latino for Trump, a Latin American, right? There's no such thing, right? Our identities have been a native of America. What is that? A native of America. They done took your whole identity away from you. You're no longer calling yourselves by your tribal names. You're calling yourself by conquered names, right? That's what this devil wanted to keep you conquered, right? That's why it says white fear, right? It says overcoming the impossible to get ahead. man, only one people gonna get ahead is that's the children of Israel. That's the children of Israel, because one thing we understood is that we're not here to, this is not our rest. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. And Martin Luther King, he didn't understand that. He didn't understand that. And when by the time he did figure it out, it was too goddamn late. They smoked his ass, I think, a week later. Right, Martin Luther King Jr. I'm afraid that we're integrating into a burning house. Right? Through integration. That's why how you lost your identity. You lost your mind. You lost your spirit. Right? You've been lost your identity, but you lost your goddamn minds. Yeah, you lost your identity once you got off that boat. They beat it out of you. They killed all the elders who knew they were Israelites and kept the children and raised them to be Christians, raised them to be good slaves. Right? Martin Luther King is a descendant of a good slave. I'm reading, it says, Martin Luther King Jr. talking to who? Harry Belafonte. It says, I said, what's the matter, Martin? He said, you seem very agitated. He said, well, I am, because I've come upon a thought that I don't know how to deal with at this moment. I said, well, what? What is it? He said, we fought for long integration. What was Martin Luther King fighting for? We fought long for integration. It looks like we're gonna get it. I think we'll get the laws, he says, but I'm afraid that I've come upon something that I do not quite, Salaki, that I do not know quite what to do with. I'm afraid that we're integrating into a burning house. Ooh, that's some deep shit. I feel I have integrated my people into a burning house. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. intimidated to Harry Belafonte, right? Because Martin Luther King understood that, man, this is the devil you're dealing with, right? Hey, when they show you in the movie, white boys said, who we gonna get? We gonna use the preacher, or we gonna use the militant? They were talking about either Malcolm X or Martin Luther King, so they chose Martin Luther King. And once King woke up to what was going on, man, shit, they popped his ass, they smoked him. I'm gonna read Jeremiah 10:2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Right? Once you integrated, you learned the ways of the heathen, you became as a heathen. Right? You fell. You've been lost your identity, but you became more. Like at one time, Jake was like, nah, I don't do that. That's what them white people do. Now you're doing the same thing them devils do. You're doing the same things them devils do. Right? Ezekiel 36:19, and I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries according to their ways, and according to their doings I judged them. And when they entered unto the heathen, whither they went, they profaned my holy name, when they said unto them, these are the people of the Lord, and are gone forth out of this land. But I had pity for mine holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen, whither they went. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord, I do not this for your sake, O house of Israel, but for my holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profane among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathens shall know that I am the Lord, saith the Lord power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes, right? You gotta realize this is not for everybody. These heathens, they gonna see that we're gonna separate ourselves from them. We're gonna join on to each other, and that's what's gonna make them mad. They're gonna get jealous, right? They said the biggest threat to America is what? The uprising of black men, right? Really, it's the uprising of the Israelites, right? The uprising of the Israelites. What the Lord's about to do, verse 24, for I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all the countries and will bring you into your own land. And these devils don't want that. That means it's the end of their society. Who else? These devils don't want to work, right? Esau Edom don't want to work. He wants somebody else to do this job for him, right? He want to be the manager. He want to be the boss. He want to be in charge. But guess what? His ass is going into motherfucking captivity. Deuteronomy 28:64. It says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. You see, these devils, they know that they done treated us bad. So they feeling bad. They talking about reparations. They talking about, honestly, they ain't even talking about reparations no more. They done brought migrants in. Right now, really, they saying, fuck you niggas. They saying, fuck you niggas. Really, all hell about to break loose in America. That's why they police in certain states is from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. You can't find a cop, right? It just showed in Canada, they about to really fucking cut. The police talking about, man, don't even, if a motherfucker about to break in your crib, just let them in and take what they want, right? Things is changing around the world. For the worse for Esau, Edom, and better for who? The children of Israel, for the elect. It says, and among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have it rest. But Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling of heart and a failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. And thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have no assurance of thy life. And pretty soon, this is about to be magnified. Right? Because right now, Jake ain't in no fear. Jake think he in the kingdom. So the Lord's going to show you, motherfucker, you're in slavery. You're in hell. This is the book of Zechariah 11:5, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not. Yeah, there's about to be lots of killing. There's about to be lots of deaths right amongst Israel, man. The time of Jacob's trouble is nigh, right? Because Jacob don't understand he's in captivity. The Lord's going to show you in captivity. Jacob don't understand Esau, Edom is his enemy. The Lord's going to show you this devil is the enemy, right? Jacob don't believe Esau's the devil. The Lord's going to show you this man's the devil.